In the past few months, World War 3 has made huge changes for the better, improving the game in a lot of areas, but for some reason this massively potential game just doesn't seem to keep the attention of gamers. Yes, the game has a steady player base at around 2000 players daily, but it never gets above that. Even with the new Season 1 update which brought new maps and weapons to the game, World War 3 still fails to attract a wider audience. I would be honest, I play this game kinda every day and I probably have over 500 hours in the game now, and this is a solid title with really good features that provide a great experience. But there are some things that World War 3 just doesn't seem to fix, or at least improve. So today I want to share with you guys some of these things. Don't get me wrong, I still love this game, but for a better future, World War 3 has to make some changes if it wants to expand its player base and make its own name. First of all, and this is a problem that has been around, well, since 2018, is the servers. And before you say anything, yes, I know they have been improved a lot since the OBT launch, but it still isn't enough. I still queued in servers with red ping, and the amount of locations without server is just ridiculous right now. Not gonna lie, most of the players that, well, put down the game are doing it because of bad connection. So in order to change things, World War 3 needs a lot more servers in different parts of the world, as well as a better geolocation, or at least an option to choose where you want to play. Many games use this and it works perfectly. I'd rather spend 1 minute more on the search screen and find a good ping server than finding one instantly but with red ping. Next up we have bad hit reg. I don't know why, but lately the game feels a lot more laggy, even with perfect ping. There are so many moments where I die behind walls or half of my bullets just don't connect. I noticed this happening with the release of Season 1, so if anybody at Farm 51 is watching this, please look into it. It can really ruin the experience for a lot of us. I remember back in the day when Battlefield 4 released with this exact issue, well, all I can say is that it was just pain. But hey, maybe if the servers get better, this problem will also get fixed. Another thing that players really hate, myself included, is the launcher. This gives us low download speeds, although now it's a bit better, and it's just pointless. I know my die games are gone now, so if you guys could get rid of this, would be awesome. Using Steam directly used perfectly for every other game, and it could do the same for World War 3. Also, lately I've experienced a lot of performance issues, and I get a ton of comments from people with great PCs that just have a rough time getting a good FPS. For me the game runs well, but there are a lot of frame drops, especially in TAC Ops, that happen randomly. The game still runs fine, but the FPS should be much higher. Honestly, if I would take a PC with the recommended specs, I really don't think I would run the game smooth even on lower settings. So some improvements really have to be made when it comes to performance, as this is one of the main reasons why people let down the game. I honestly don't think anybody would play a game for fun with really low FPS. Anything under 60 FPS is just gonna be absolute pain, so you definitely have to do something in this department. Now I need to talk to you a bit about balance. The game has great gunplay and so, but I still feel like the vehicles are way too powerful and fast. I know there are a ton of things that can counter this, but even with that, feels like the vehicles are way too strong. And one big problem that causes this is the amount of vehicles that are on the battlefield at once and how fast they can be called back if destroyed, especially for the drones. The little Leviathan and the Scarab are pretty much the most annoying things in the game. I swear I died to them so many times, and that grenade launcher that they have is just busted and needs to be toned down a bit. But even with that, the game can still be fun, although I'm sure a lot more players will love a bit of vehicle rework. But hey, FUBAR, the infantry only mode, is coming with Season 2, so that might change things a bit. But imagine Battlefield without vehicles. Kinda empty, right? Well, I'm afraid it's gonna be the same for World War 3. Vehicles are what make this game a bit more immersive and special, so I'm really curious to see how this will play out, although vehicles are still kinda busted and overpowered, in my opinion. And let's not forget about the audio, as it's not the best, as you all know. Honestly, I don't mind it too much, but we have to accept that it needs a bit of work. Gun sounds don't feel as punchy as they should, and also we need more different sounds for weapons and vehicles. I don't know why, but the audio just doesn't hit the right spot. So a bit more work in this department would be absolutely perfect. I know there was a big update back in March, I think, for the audio, which made huge improvements, but we need a lot more of this. Let's be honest, audio makes the game better, and World War 3 falls a bit short in this category. And lastly, the problem that World War 3 faces right now is the lack of content, especially for players who are veterans. The amount of maps and modes just don't do the trick anymore. For a new player, they might be enough for some time, but for veterans, well, it's a different story. Most of these maps and modes have been around, well, since 2018, and for a player who played for that long, well, I don't see the point of playing anymore. And I know we were supposed to get a new game mode with Season 1, I think Domination or something like that, but for some reason that mode is still not in the game and we have no news regarding that. Well, I just hope things will change more with Season 2 and a lot more content will drop for the game. I know we still have the roadmap that shows us what we'll get, but I still hope for some surprises from Farm 51, and I just want a bit more transparency from the team. I know they've been a lot open since the open beta, but I still feel like the team keeps a lot of things hidden from the community, and that is not a good thing. Look at Battlefield 2042 for example. The game has been in development for a lot of years, nobody knew anything about the game, and then when it released, it was just the biggest flop in AAA gaming. Let's be honest. 2042, it's in a pretty bad state even after 1 year. So, keeping the community happy and updated is definitely a great thing, and World War 3 needs to improve this a tiny bit. They're doing it right, but just not enough, I feel like. Alright, but this has to be my list of things I don't like in World War 3. Of course, there's still some bugs here and there, but honestly, I just don't mind them too much. But no matter how bad I talk about World War 3, this game still provides a great experience, of course, when it works as intended, because gunplay is fantastic, customization is great, although I would like a bit more toning in weapons, and the maps are just way too good, especially the new DMZ map. Hats off to Farm 51, you guys did an amazing job with that, and we need a lot more of it. But when it comes to the battle pass, I feel like it's a bit underwhelming. I feel like a lot more things should have been in there for people to unlock, like skins for weapons or characters. I know there are a few, but it's just not enough. There's tons of banners and XP boosts that players just don't care about, to be honest. We want more skins for weapons, but of course keep things military. We don't want any of the Call of Duty skins in World War 3. And before I sign off, we definitely need more ranks. There's so many people with rank 51 right now, it's crazy. I know there's a lot of people who are still low level and don't have all the weapons, but a prestige system or something like that would be amazing for people to rank up more and show off their progression. I know this thing can't be done overnight, but it would be a great addition to the game. But this is going to be it about today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment for support, and drop down your thoughts. I'm really curious to hear your opinion about World War 3. I know not everybody has a positive opinion, but this game can still be amazing. It just needs a bit of work around the edges. But remember, if you are looking for a free FPS game, World War 3 is still a great title that can provide great fun, especially if you're one who never tried this game. Anyways, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Area Bravo is under our control.